Hey guys, Mark Thompson here. I'm really excited to be shooting this demo video of Webinar Express in action. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are getting sick of paying, $500 a month for GoToWebinar or some of these other solutions that cost hundreds of dollars every single month. And so we just got sick and tired of using them, and we built out this platform. And so we've been building this out for about 6 months now, and we are really excited to be releasing it to you guys. So right now what you're looking at is the back end of Webinar Express. It works right within WordPress, and it can build out professional registration pages, thank you pages, live webinar pages, and replay pages. Very, very simple, and it integrates with any autoresponder, and it can integrate with any live embed code like Google Hangouts or Ustream. So what we're looking at are a whole bunch of different webinars that I've set up. This is kind of your main dashboard. If you want to create a new webinar, all you need to do is just click on Create New Webinar. And all you need to do is add in your basic information. So if you're looking just to get a webinar up really, really quick, you can fill this out in about 30 seconds and you could have your webinar basically ready to go to get people registered, sign up for your webinar, and when your webinar is going to go live, you can turn it live. And so let me show you all the bells and whistles and customizations that we have in here. So this is the main screen where you set up your webinar, you give it a name, a title, who's hosting it, the date and time that it's going to be, and the time zone. Now once you've done that, you just click on Create New Webinar, and I'm going to show you one that I've already set up, the sample webinar. And it's going to take you into this dashboard area with this nice navigation. So this is where you can go and customize anything that you want to. You don't have to customize anything if you don't want to, but if you do, we give you the full power and flexibility to customize every single page within Webinar Express. So what we're looking at right here is you can see the stats, so you can monitor how many people have come to your landing page, how many people have come to your thank you page after they've opted in, how many people have attended your live webinar, and how many people have seen the webinar replay. Now this is your webinar live URL. This is kind of what we call the master switch, where you can click on this link and it will go to whatever page you have designated it should go to, whether it's the countdown page, if your webinar is going to be coming up in a few days, or if you want it to be live, I can just click on live and click save and update. And boom, it goes to the live page, which has, obviously this is your embed code where your Google Hangout would be, or any other live stream, and people can ask questions. Okay, you could have your replay show up, and so here's a little countdown timer with the same type of interface. And then we also have the close, so if you want to close down your webinar, you can do that as well. So this is kind of what we call the master switch, and you can control where this link goes to just from the master switch. Now we also have all of your leads stored below, so you can export them to CSV. You could have them funnel into any autoresponder, so very, very simple and flexible. And then here's where you're going to customize all of your landing pages. Now I'm not going to go through every single all of the customizations, but you can just see here. Here's the landing page. You can see everything from the banners to the main headlines to the call to action area. Everything on here is customizable. So here's the header, which you can either show or hide. Here is the title. Here's a video, or you can put an image here. All of this text is customizable. We have a nice little calendar here. You can register with Facebook. So if obviously everybody has a Facebook account nowadays, people can opt in and register for your webinar with Facebook, or they can just put in their name and email address to register. And then you have some text here about your webinar. So this is the sample landing page that people would go to register. And again, everything is customizable from all these different settings that we provide you, but you don't have to edit them if you don't want to. And then we have the thank you page. So this is after they have opted in. Again, you could have a nice little video or an image here. You have your title at the top. You have this nice little webinar ticket that shows exactly when the webinar is going to take place. And you can add it to Google Calendar or your iCal or Outlook. Really easy, just one click and it gets added to your calendar. Here's the webinar URL. We've also added this cool little sharing feature if you want to add this, where if someone shares on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or Google+, you can unlock a free report. So this is a great way to drive viral traffic to your registration page, okay, and get more signups. Again, everything in here is editable. and then the live webinar. So obviously if someone signs up and the live webinar isn't taking place right away, you could have your countdown page. So again, everything in here can be customized, and we have this nice little ticker, and it ticks down to when the webinar is going to go live. And then once it is live, this is going to be your live webinar. So people can ask questions, you can give away a free gift. We also have the ability to drop in a call to action button below the video. So let me show you how that would work. Oh, I'm sorry, this would be on the webinar replay. So you can add what's called a timed action order button. So let's see, so this is the button, and say I want to drop it in a certain number of seconds. I can save and update that, and if someone was watching the replay, you could have this button drop down, and people can click on it, and you could have that show up when you're pitching your product to get more people to buy your product on your webinar. So we have, again, the live webinar, we have the webinar replay. Everything here is customizable. And then we have live Q&A. So this is where you can manage all of your active questions and answered questions. So people can ask a question right here, like this is a test question, and I'm going to submit the question. And if I refresh this right here and I go to the live Q&A, I can see that the question here is right there. I can mark it answered, or I can delete the question. And when I mark it, that I've answered it in the webinar, it's under the answered question. So we have this nice little Q&A section. And on top of that, we have a integration with any commenting service. So if you use something like Livefyre or Disqus, you can add in what's called our third-party service. You can just put in your live chat code, and instead of the question and answer feature that we have, you could have just live chat going on during your webinar. So it's really good for engagement. So that is the other option that you do have. Okay. Then we also have notifications. So we integrate with SendGrid, which was it's a professional email solution for transactional emails. And it's inexpensive. They allow up to 200 emails per day for free. And this is going to allow you to send out automated reminder emails. So if you want to send out emails every 24 hours, every 24 hours before the live webinar, an hour before the live webinar, you can do that with this notification system, and it's much more reliable than the WordPress email system. So that's why we did that. And then we have just some extra settings here for editing the footer settings. If you want to put your own brand in there, you can. If you want to add any type of Google Analytics script, if you want to track each of these different pages, you can track each of them and put in any custom JavaScript or CSS code that you want to for each of these pages. So, I mean, hopefully you guys can see just how professional this solution is. It's taken us a while to build this out. We tried to make it flexible enough where the people that want to customize their webinar pages can do so, but also simple enough where if you want to start a webinar within a few minutes, you can do that as well. So we try to give you best of both worlds, and we're really excited to be launching this. We're going to be offering this at a discounted price for a limited time. We are probably going to sell this for a few $100s down the road, but for now you get the opportunity to grab this. You can get an unlimited license and install it on as many websites as you want to for a really, really cheap price. So we hope that you guys will definitely check out the rest of the sales page. We have lots of different screenshots and more information that digs into all the different features that are included. So we look forward to getting you guys inside the members area and installing this plugin and creating webinars with ease. All right, guys, we'll see you inside the members area.